Okay, we're using the old phone again, no SIM. Trying to get through to you. Let's hope it works like it did yesterday. It took a while, but it was worth it, I hope. The songs I still can't get written up. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I'll figure it out. So there's 3 songs to come. So look back when you can. Today's song is Wanna Know, which is unusual. So it's Elton John and it's a little bit funny. I don't find anything funny at the minute, to be honest. It's we're all suffering in our own way, aren't we? And we've got to get through this on our own. They did say this to us. Nobody's going to be able to help us. We've got to do it ourselves. So let's see what it's giving us. Today's card is the Hierophant. He was in yesterday's read. Simon Peter, Catholic Church, religion, of any faith. Schools, teachers, like I said, Simon Peter, 523, wherever you see it, door numbers, birthdays, etc. It is neutral because it's today's card. It's about binding yourself to the material or the spiritual. Hopefully the spiritual and not the material. Because the spiritual path will always bring you some sort of reward, whereas for material will only sell your soul to the devil. So let's see what you're going to give us today. And the rune. Oh, strange noise. I still haven't heard from Kristen, so I'm hoping that she's okay. Last I heard from her, because of the stupid phone, was that she's in hospital. So we've got to keep trying. We've got Venus, which is abundance, it's growth. We've got the 10th house of ambition, and we've got Cancer, which is a home and family life. So we are still in Cancer till the 21st of this month. It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. Can't easily hide. Yeah, problems in home and family life then. So what's going on here? Dreams turn to nightmares. Yeah, ridding ourselves of toxicity by the look of it. There's the Capricorn energy, which is positive. You've got Aries in there as well. So Capricorn, 15, positive energy, rising from the muck of the swamp like the lotus flower. This is breaking the shackles and freeing yourself from a toxic situation. It could be your toxic ambition. No longer selling your soul to devil for shiny baubles. Good friends and generous ones. This lady is the type that if you give her lemons, she'll make lemonade. She is the minor arcana of the Venus card, the Taurus, which is the Empress. She is financial stability, career stability, a good friend and a generous one, reliability, predictability. But dreams turn to nightmares, 7 months. You need a new team. Foundations are laid for a new beginning. Somebody may be graduating university. There is love there because we've got the rose, so the name rose, the foundation stone for a new beginning, a new business that will profit within 3 years. There is problems within the home and family life there, or repairs need doing in the home. There's Pan, which is the devil, or turned into the devil. There'll be no peace in this home. A home is not a home without a fire in the hearth, food on the table, and a welcome at the door. And we've got Aries, 4 and 31. This is somebody who protects, who is successful. He knows his own mind. Any head and face injuries are healed. This is bosses, government officials, kings, presidents, father figures, the main man in your life. But there is an end to a friendship, problems in schools, with teachers, with religion, marriages, somebody not speaking their truth. The children hold the key. And again, that with the business, something, a new home, a proposal, a new beginning, whatever it is, a gift from spirit, an opportunity not to be missed. When you grab that opportunity with both hands, it will profit. Within this year, and by the 3rd year, you will have made it. So something there's an opportunity coming your way, but it's going to cost you either a friendship, your faith, or a marriage, or something to do with religion, issues with the neck and throat, possibly. So 4 and 31, positive energy, and 15, positive energy. So Capricorn and Aries. A beneficial leader, a protector. But there is here this toxic situation. There is possibly an Aquarius, or a nurse, or a doctor, or a lawyer, or a spiritual leader who is a female who is seeking revenge, or a divorced or widowed woman, somebody possibly that needs therapy, or you need to exorcise the ghosts of the past. There it is again. They've given us all the cards we need because they've doubled up already. So there is a problem with the home, the family, the house, whatever it is. There's some structural problem. The roots are not strong enough. Yeah, Leo energy. So 8 and 26, or Leos. Anyway, you see those numbers, door numbers, birthdays, etc. This is a power struggle. Somebody who wants to control you. Somebody who cannot be tamed. And they want to dominate. So power struggles, problems with the heart and back, possibly issues. So you can't end this chapter because of it. This chapter needs to end before you can take this new opportunity. 21. It is no rebirth. This isn't over till the fat lady sings. Yeah, something is going on behind your back. Somebody is stealing, lying, deceiving, or trying to take credit for what you've done. Possibly your credit cards, possibly your bank accounts. They are totally dependent upon you, or you are dependent on them. You cannot stand on your own 2 feet. Somebody here is in a situation because they have to be, not because they want to be. And they keep hitting brick walls. They can mountains out of molehills, bickering constantly. Stand your ground, 5 days. There is a bond here that cannot be broken. It's time to walk away from everything you ever known or believed to be true, to follow your true path. Just like Buddha did, he left his riches, his family and the palace behind to follow his true life purpose. 9/27, Virgo energy. So we've got 9, 10, we've got 8, 9, 10. Yeah. So the 8th, the 9th and the 10th could be important. 26th, 27th and the 21st. 15, 4 and 31. Yeah. Heartache, sorrow, loss and separation. Overcoming that, healing your heart. Minor surgery may be involved. And someone feels like they've failed. A very confused mind. Losing the battle doesn't mean you lose the war. 5 to 6 days. You're in a dark place. Go very carefully. You may be torn between 2 jobs, 2 people, 2 properties, 2 situations. The Twin Towers, 9/11. So September the 9th or to the 11th maybe. Number 10. So 18, 10 in the negative. Fate has put a spoke in the wheel. But when you hit rock bottom, the only way to go is up. There is the check in the mail, child maintenance, small improvements in finance and career, or a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn child perhaps. The postman bringing gifts or parcels. Somebody is now open to receive whatever's coming their way, the messages. The answer will still be no, though. There's nothing to be created here because something has to end. 9 months. Could be the termination of a pregnancy. Could be third parties with 2 3s there. There's gossip. There's occasions, celebrations, something that you will attend. But you feel lonely in a room full of people, half erased. It's somewhere you don't want to be. Spare part at a wedding, possibly. So, 5 years, feeling the lack, a hole in the pit of your stomach that can't be filled. The 10th house is about your ambition, your career. The workplace, the knees, the bones, so issues there may be, government buildings, law courts. The colours red and white. Your outer environment, your public life, your social status, how ambitious you are, your parents, your career, your trade or profession, recognition, authority figures. So somebody in authority is going to recognise your worth. The 10th house is the point at which we try to make our mark on this world. And somebody hasn't done it yet because the world is upside down. It could be something to do with the internet. It describes what we desire to achieve not only in the material world but also in the intangible spheres. The planets in this house and the sign on the cusp indicate motivation or lack of it. And he's here to motivate you. To strive for success. With Saturn in this position, progress will be slow, but persistent. Slow and steady wins the race. While Mars aims straight for the top, the Sun simply has to shine. In the 10th house terms, career is about making an impact. This house indicates a professional followed, although normally supported by other factors. Mars or Aries is aggressive professions. So that's what we're looking at. A teacher or upholder of the law, perhaps. So there we've got the teachers, something there going wrong with a teacher or schools. Yeah. So, Venus in Cancer. Desires emotional satisfaction and constancy. Sensuous, moody, emotionally possessive, Venus in Cancer falls cautiously in love and is attracted to maternal types with money in the bank. Well, some of them are, but I are, obviously. So, money is a factor for somebody here. There was strength, reliability, dependability, trustworthiness. That's what she has by the bucket lord. But that's what the strength card says there is missing with the Leo. Taurus, good. Leo, not so good. It's about endurance. It's about defense and protection. There we are. Those in uniform, those with a darker complexion, females. So, yes. The horse. It's the tree with rough bark, hard and fast in the earth, supported by its roots, the foundations. We've got to build new foundations because the foundations for the previous situation were not strong enough. It was toxic. The letter Y or E as in ever. The yew tree. Yew that bows were made of, so Diana, Artemis, Sagittarius. The yew is often found in the vicinity of graveyards, so it becomes a symbol of the past which will grow into the future. It's probably also connected to Yggdrasil, the wild tree. So somebody has tried to hide knowledge from you. The backbone of the universe, well, we've got the back there, issues with the back maybe. Yours is another rune associated with horses, so there's born in the year of the horse. Cancer is the chariot, 2 horses, yin, yang. The mighty Sleipnir, the 8-legged steed of Odin. Number 8 is there. I'm lying, it's not 8. It's one of them decks where it's the 11. So we've got 9, 10, 11. But it is about the heart and back. Wednesday, the hair Bryony, or the name Bryony. Uller, the great hunter and wanderer of the North Wastelands, is the god connected with this rune. A sure shot with his yew bow, Uller was accustomed to taking risks, and it's even claimed that he once impersonated and replaced Odin as king of the gods of Asgard. More usually, Uller lived in a place called Idale, the Valley of the Yews, where he's not out terrorizing wildlife with his bow. The myth of Uller replacement of Odin is very ancient. It may be that both gods were considered to be 2 sides of the same coin. Odin governed the summer months and Uller the winter. The legend of the wild huntsman careering through the skies of northern Europe survived beyond Middle Ages. So, the archer then. In some decks it's Cancer, in others it's Sagittarius. In fact, in astrology it's Sagittarius. Even if your life seems to be moving at a snail's pace, a new situation is soon going to be presented to you, which is the new opportunity. Events will go very fast and you may find it difficult to keep track of everything, but you must focus and pay close attention to what's happening around you to keep up. Adaptability and readiness to make a speedy decision will be vital if you are to make the most of this positive rune. This is about your skill in hunting, so you must act as though you were an archer of old. Wait until your target is in your sights, and when the moment is right, strike for it. Don't worry that you might miss your moment or indeed miss the target. You have the acumen and shrewdness to choose the correct time to act boldly when the occasion arises. EWAS shows that bravery has every indication of success. The rune encourages you to gather your courage and take a risk, because there's cowardice here. The message is nothing ventured, nothing gained, and now is the time to take action. EWAS is thus considered to be the lucky rune for gamblers and those who live by the wits. I disagree. With the Wheel of Fortune there in reverse, that means casinos is a no gambling. Only use the positive numbers, so 10 and 11 for starters, and not lucky numbers in this one, nor 21. A strong-willed person may be involved. Another good aspect of EWAS is that under this influence, expected problems will not arise. The rune also indicates long-term benefits, even if you have to put up with uncomfortable or stressful situation, which is where we are at the minute, for a while. The appearance of the reader may show you the positive influence of a strong-willed person. Another good aspect is that under the influence, expected problems will not arise. The rune also indicates long-term benefits, even if you have to put up with an uncomfortable or stressful situation for a short while. EWAS is said to be a beneficial indicator for students. What did I say? So it might not be going so well at the minute, but you will graduate. And is also held to dispel storms and to calm tempestuous emotions. EWAS has no inverted meaning, so there's no negativity there. Oh, the rooster and the sunflower, communication. So there's your communication. The sunflower would be 19 Leo, and those born in the year of the rooster. And this is, oh, it's got that bloody stupid number again. 29. I don't know. Well, let's have a look. My Roman numerals, I don't know what my Roman numeral L is. Not sure at all. So, 36. Yeah. Oh. 39, 40. I think it might be 30. Can't be. 40, maybe. XLV11. XLV11. This is the card of good leader and kind king. There we go. A beneficial leader. Rooster wakes before the rest of the farm, alerting everyone to the rising sun. They are protective of their territory and self-confident, but are good communicators, honest and capable. So that's another thing about this card. It's about self-esteem and self-respect. The sunflower is often the tallest bloom in the garden, rising high and turning its face towards the sun. While it may hover over other flowers, it bestows warmth and joy on any garden. You are well suited to a position of authority. Remember that clear and open communication is the key to successful leadership. How can you improve your communication? By getting a new phone, obviously. And what style of communication do I admire in others? So, I don't know. I want a cheap phone. I don't do iPhones. I don't like them. They control you too much. So, the oak, which is Taurus, which explains why Taurus is in the reverse. The oak doorway, which is that. So we've got some time yet, I think, before this opportunity arrives, because that means that you shall not pass. 19 again there, which is the Leo, the sunflowers in the tarot. So in reverse, friendships, marriages, Taurus. Let's have a look what it says. So the Latin name is Quercus rubor, Jupiter and the Sun, air and earth, dust storms then. The oak is one of the most sacred trees in the mysteries, said to be the magical door between the worlds. There's the door. Doorway. Oak is particularly sacred to the Druids, with their ancient ancestors particularly venerating the oak with mistletoe upon it. The god of the woods in some Celtic mythology is embodied by the Oak King, the archetypal green man. So kings and presidents, again, is the most often seen with an oakleaf face, being a manifestation of the Oak King who rules the waxing half of the year, from winter to summer solstice. So we've already had summer solstice on the 21st of June, so we're in that part. Before giving way to the Holly King, the magic of the oak is one of protection and strength, as well as fertility and abundance due to a multitude of acorns. So look for the acorns. Ruled by Jupiter, the planet of good fortune, in general, its nature is beneficial and loving to all people who seek to do good. The Jupiterian rain and lightning gods, such as Thor, Tyrannus, Zeus, and of course Jupiter, are all associated with the oak. So expect thunder and lightning. The spirit of the oak teaches us when to stand tall and true without yield, when our inflexibility is simply a sign of stretching beyond our current capabilities. We must adapt to survive. While the Oak King is the epitome of strength and vigour, he also knows when it's time to cycle, to yield to the Holly King, to keep the balance. Oak helps us only take on what is ours to take on, and not to take on much that we are overwhelmed and break. So let people stand on their own 2 feet. It is in reverse, so when the oak is inverted, you should consider withdrawing from any responsibilities or projects that are too much of a burden before it breaks you. This is not a time to be inflexible, but to compromise and know your limits. Let someone else shoulder the burden for a change. Know your strength, because you're going to buckle under that weight. So it's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. How long have we got? Yeah, I'm going to call it a day then, because I don't want to go over time. But as soon as I can, I will get the songs wrote up. I'm going to try with the laptop maybe, see if that works. Thanks for listening. Bye.